welcome Anna, Jane, Cherie, and Serena. Oh, fantastic to see you. Welcome to the final session of July. And let's just take a brief centering breath together, just closing down our eyes, and let's just take a few gentle breaths in and out of the nose as we connect into the space and connect in with each other, wherever we are. Just really grounding ourselves and bringing ourselves back to ourselves through our breath. Just observing the inhale and the exhale. Breathing in energy on our inhale, and then just exhaling and letting everything go. Just observing what it is to breathe right now, bringing ourselves home and back to the breath. And just a few more breaths here. And gently opening your eyes and bringing yourself back into the space. So tonight is about reflection and integration. It's a space for you to tune in to what's shifted, maybe what's landed, and what still feels open. This is a co-creation space today. I'll guide you through some practices, and I'd love to hear what resonates most for you this month so we can shape this session together. So I know some of you have been at some of the sessions and some of you haven't. I'm not sure if any of you have watched the replays, but even if there's been a moment where you've tuned into your breath or into the sessions that were recorded and presented live this month, maybe just anything you'd like to share, even if it's not so much around the session, just how are you doing? Where are we at with live? It's the end of July and it's been a big half of the year. It's hard to believe we've just finished the 7th month. So if there's anything you'd like to share or suggest as what we do today. I have got some Qigong exercises and I've got some breath exercises in there, but if there's any particular thing that resonates with you or anything you'd like to share on how your month is shaped.
I'm all new to this, so I'll give you my reflection so far. My reflection
thank you, Jane.
so far is that I'm looking forward to it, to each session. And I've gone back and I'll do your sessions from the earlier when you first started, okay? And I've just been enjoying them. And in the breathing while I was dancing as well, I've really noticed how that takes you into a different, I've like never really experienced breathing and dancing as well. So putting it all into one and just being, right at this moment, I'm really looking forward to it. And I do the Qigong that you're putting into it as well. So it's like getting double bubble. And see how they both do actually work into each other, don't they?
They do. I mean, Qigong is just another form of breath work, really. It's just breath and movement. And they definitely work into each other very importantly.
Yeah, so like I say, I just look forward to each Tuesday at the moment.
Oh, thank you, Jane. So lovely to have you as part of the collective. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Kia ora. I would appreciate some exercises that help with tuning in with my deeper self in terms of a direction. Like for those of you who don't know my situation, I lost my job last month, and I'm just at the crossroads and really surprisingly enjoying the space and the pause. But I'm just I'm not that when we have to know where things are going at all, but it's like I guess it's more about just tuning in with our deeper selves. That's what I'd really like to do.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anna. Excellent. Anyone else?
Oh, Joanne, I haven't been able to make it for the last few weeks, so I'm just happy to be here.
Nice.
Been looking forward to it.
Great. Well, it's lovely to see you back here. So thank you for joining. And Serena.
Hi, everybody. I've been really busy this last month, but I have been able to tune in, which has been really good. And what it's done is it's reminded me of the Qigong that I love, because I have done bits of Qigong for the last long time. And so it's been really nice to have someone else, especially my bestie, like going on igniting that for me. And then because I've just come out like a really big thing the other day, your dance flow session that you put online was so cool. I absolutely resonated with it and loved it like so much. And when you said something about how when you're first born you take your first breath in, and then when you pass away you take your last breath out, and then it's up to you what you do in between. And it just made me go, I have literally been saying that quite a lot since I heard that. And when I'm just trying to decide to do something, I'm going, is this how I want to breathe? Is this what I want to do while I'm breathing? It's really cool. So I'm like really interested to investigate that as my overarching kind of concept, if you like, with where I want to go from here in my life. Yeah.
Thanks, Serena. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And Jean, I know you were with the recorded session that I did with you and Jade, the online, but unfortunately my technology was not in. I'm working on that, by the way, everyone. I will refine that and have that down packed. So what I did is I re-recorded that session on the rooftop as the sun was setting here in front of Mount Agung. And so I did a guided breathwork session like what I did with you and Jade, but with not on the small screen of the phone. And what Serena is referencing, and it's now that recording is available online for everyone to watch. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's very fun and dynamic, and it's like whether you're a dancer or not, I think you'll appreciate it. It's just about the movement of the breath, really having the focus of the breath. The one thing I said, as Serena shared, as I said, first thing we do when we're born is we take a big inhale, and the last thing we do, we pass as we exhale. And then what we do in between, there's the opportunity for us to be able to use our breath in so many ways. And it's one of the things about being a human is that we can manipulate our breath or use our breath to expand our consciousness, to expand our wellness and our health and our physical and emotional well-being. It's such an extraordinary tool that we have right at the tip of our nose. So that's why it's such a simple but poignant point. Really is what we can do with our breath and how many millions of breaths that we take in our lives, depending on how long we live. So it's pretty extraordinary. Thank you for feeding back, Anna, on wanting to, I think from my understanding of where you're at the moment, you're needing some practices that are grounding, bringing you back to yourself, back to your center. It's beautiful that you found that time to take that pause and use the opportunity while the next thing manifests and comes along in your life that you're looking to be able to take that pause and therefore come home with our breath. And the breath is this thing that really grounds us and can bring us back to ourselves, bring us back to the safety within our body. And so that's where breath and Qigong and breath and movement are such powerful practices for us to be able to do that. that regulating our nervous system is such an integral part of bringing that safety back into us. We might start doing a couple of Qigong exercises and then finish with some breathing techniques today. So we're just doing a little bit of gentle movement, and then we could go back into some breathing techniques and some coherent breathing to finish off. And so the Qigong exercises I wanted to share with you today are around the spleen. And the reason I want to talk about the spleen is an organ that it's an underrated organ, but it's an extremely important within our system. And the spleen is the yin organ, and the yang organ is the stomach. So the spleen takes the energy from the food via the stomach and then transfers that into energy and also produces blood that then gets pumped around our body by our heart. And it also sends the energy to our kidneys, and our kidneys are the batteries of our body. The spleen is related to our brain and our cognition and our clarity as well. So often when we are feeling anxious or we are feeling lack of focus or clarity, it's because there's a dysfunction with our spleen. And also the spleen is also associated with our eyesight as well. So something I discovered only a few months ago, which is, wow, I had no idea about that, is that our eyeballs are actually an extension of our brain. Like they're a part of our brain, right? So that really kind of blew me away. So yeah, really the exercises we're going to do are focused on the spleen and also the heart. And we're just going to do 3 really nice, simple grounding Qigong exercises. So if you guys have some space to be able to do that, standing up. And we're going to start with an exercise called Sage Presents Peach. And I'll just demonstrate it to you first. And the reason this is such a beautiful exercise, it relates to our spleen, it also relates to our heart. And our heart is where our spirit is housed. So often when we're out of sorts or a little bit discombobulated, it's because our spirit has left our heart and it leaves us a little bit all over the place. So both these exercises are very grounding, and particularly Sage Presents Peach is also very helpful for sleep. Okay, so we're just going to get our feet like hip distance apart. Okay, and just grounding yourself, putting a little bit of weight onto the balls of your feet. Then I cross over and the hand turns to the other side and I present the peach on the other side. I'm rocking from side to side with my feet, then onto that side. This lower hand is facing the earth, so connected to the earth. We rock to the other side, we cross the hands and come this way. It's the opposite hand. So why this seems like a very simple exercise, it's got a lot going on. All you need to do is just focus on crossing the hands. So once the hand is on the ground, you bring that one on the inside and the one that's presented on the peach on the outside. I'm going to show you that from the other side. And the breathing for this is we breathe out as we present the peach. And we breathe in as we cross the hands over, and then breathe out as we present the peach. And you're just gently rocking your weight from side to side. So you're putting your weight on the opposite leg of the hand that is presenting the peach. Breathing in and then breathing out, presenting the peach. Breathing in and out. This is a really good exercise to do before you go to sleep if you suffer from insomnia or if you wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, I've had some unsettled sleep lately myself, and I found this very helpful. Slowing the breath down, breathing in as we cross the hands over and out. I'll just come closer, so just to make sure so you can see that. It's a slight rotation of the hip as we present the peach. Very nice. Just getting into the flow, no tension in the body, everything soft and flowing, just letting go. There's no perfection in Qigong. Breathing in and breathing out. And just let's do 4 more of these, or depending on what side you started, finish on the opposite side. That's because we're balancing the yin and the yang. Breathing in and out. And then when you finish the 4th one, you just bring the hand that's presented the peach and bring it back down to the start again. Very good. Turn gaze towards the moon. So what we do is we make an open, gentle, like a diamond with our hands. And then what we're doing is we're going to turn to the right and turn around and take the hands up here as if we're looking through the moon, looking to the moon. And then we bring the hands down, we follow the hands, and then we do the same on the opposite side. Breathing in as we turn and gaze to the moon. And breathing out as we come back down. A gentle twist at the hips and the rib cage. You can feel that stretch of the spleen. So the spleen sits just below our rib cage on the left-hand side. Breathing in and out. And out. And I've been told by my teacher that never do this when you're outside and there is a moon. Apparently it can actually make you go a little bit mad. So don't try this with the moon, even though it tells you, even though the name is turn and gaze at the moon. Breathing in as we come up and out as we come back down. And out. And activating the spleen, recalling the energy of the spleen. This is also a good exercise for getting rid of fatty deposits in the waist. Good one if you want to trim up the waist. You probably need to do a lot of those to make that happen. There you go. You made me laugh. So let's do 4 more in total. Or whatever side you started on, you finishing on the opposite side. So I started on the right, so I'm going to finish now. And then just bringing the hands back, starting position. Very good. Turn gaze to the moon. And the next exercise is a similar one. It's from the 5 elements Qigong system. This one we actually make a diamond with our hands and we touch the hands together. And we bring the hands up. So we're just looking through the diamond, and then we turn to the right side. We follow it with our head to about 45 degrees angle, and then we leave it there, leave the head there, but follow with the eyes right round to the side. And then coming back, across, we follow it with our head to about 45 degrees. And then we stop the head and just let the eyes follow the diamond. It's a really good one for the eyesight and also for our peripheral vision. And the breathing is as we breathe out as we turn around. And in as we bring the hands to the middle point, and then when we get to the middle point, we breathe out again. So keeping that head stopping at about that 45 degrees angle on that quarter turn. When I recently had my concussion from my bike accident, I was doing this exercise a lot because it's a really good one for the cognition, for the brain, for our eyesight, or the extension of our brain, our eyeballs, our peripheral vision. Breathing in as you come to the center point and out as you turn around. And this part may try to just keep the shoulders soft. Arms don't have to be straight. There's a slight bend in the arm. Okay. And let's do 4 more of these. And after your 4th one, bring your hands back to the middle and then just bring them back down to the start again. Very nice. Beautiful. I'm just going to finish off with something that's really, it's called Nature's Fragrance, drifts up from the stream, but I'm going to do it where we're stimulating the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve is this incredible nerve that runs from the base of our neck down to the base of our spine. It wanders right through our jaw, down our throat, through our chest, into all our major organs. And when we breathe, when we activate our vagus nerve, it stimulates our parasympathetic nervous system and basically sends a message to our brain that we are safe. So we're going to bring our hands up, and then when we get to this point, we're going to take our fingers on the side of our nose, up into our forehead, over the back of our crown of our head, around the back, and then bring them down the front, and then bring the hands back down again, and then bringing the energy up. Hands onto the nose, the forehead, back of the head, the crown, around the back of the neck, around the front of the neck, stimulating that vagus nerve, and then back down. This is a really good one if you're feeling stressed, anxious, overwhelmed. Like with this lovely felt aspect of it, where we're actually fully stimulating the vagus nerve, bringing that energy up through our system, the yin energy up through our system. Massaging and stimulating our vagus nerve, back down. Breathing in as we come up. And when we get to the back of the head, we start to breathe out again. And 3 more. Breathing in and out. And out. And just bring your hands back. Very good. Just standing here, taking a few breaths before we sit back down to do some more breath work. Just feeling how you're energetically feeling after those exercises. Just taking 3 breaths here, in and out through the nose. being present and in the space. Very good. And then gently making your way back to seated position. Yeah, very good. Lovely. First back on. We're going to do 3 breathing exercises. How I wanted to start today is by doing, I'm going to count you in just to do 10 breaths in and out through the nose. Just a slightly more active breath. Okay, I'm going to get you to breathe in 1, 2, 3, out 1, 2, 3, through the nose. So a little bit faster breath. I'm going to do 20 faster breaths, and then we're going to hold our breath for 30 seconds. And in that 30 seconds, I just want you to become completely present into the space, into yourself. Short, controlled breath holds are really incredible for allowing more oxygen exchange into the blood system and also enabling us to become more tolerant to the CO2 through a little bit of air hunger. Contrary to popular belief, carbon dioxide is an extremely important gas. Like, the reason we take our next breath is because of the carbon dioxide. And it's not a waste gas. It's a vasodilator. It tells the oxygen to be released from the hemoglobin so that it can then go into our blood cells on a more efficient, impactful way. When we hyperventilate, or if we're doing short breathing, what's happening is we're blowing off too much carbon dioxide, and that actually restricts the blood cells and means that we're getting less oxygen into our brain. So by doing some controlled, nice breath holds, it really helps us with our oxygen exchange and therefore a healthier system in general. And sitting straight up, maybe your hands on your lap, maybe you want to put your hands on your chest or your heart. Okay, and we're just going to breathe in and out, and then I'll time you for 30-second breath holds. You'll be amazed how easy that is. But if at any point you find that's too hard, that breath hold, then just go back to normal breathing. There's no expectations that you have to do that. Okay. So just getting grounded, and let's just take 3 sighs together just to get in tune with each other. So breathing in through the nose and into the belly and letting it all out. Breathing in through the nose. One more time, breathing in through the nose and out. And then breathing in and out. In and out. All through the nose, breathing in and out. And in your own time, just continuing that breathing. I'm going to count you in for 10 more breaths, breathing in and out. That's 3. That's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on that 10th breath, breathing out and just holding the breath from now. Just totally relaxing into this space, being present, observing the pause, being inwards and there with yourself, present in your body, noticing any sensations. And we're going to take normal breath and breathing in and out. Just back to your normal breathing. And we're going to do another 10 breaths. I'll count you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing and out. Breathing in and out. In and out. Nice and relaxed with these breaths, not forcing the breath. Just rhythmic, no pause in between the inhale and the exhale and the inhale and the exhale. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just breathing out and holding that breath 30 seconds and becoming present to your breath and this pause. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in and just resuming normal breathing. Just fully feeling the rhythm of your breath. I'm just going to do another 30 seconds of breathing at that pace, and then another 30-second breath hold. So breathing again at a slightly faster rate in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not forcing the breath in any way, just letting it flow rhythmically in and out. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath on the exhale. Gently bringing yourself back into the space, into your body, into the pause. And breathing in 3, 2, 1. And back to normal breathing. Just noticing how you're feeling after those short breath holds. And just staying present with that. And I'm going to guide you straight into some box breathing before we go straight into some coherent breathing to finish off today's session. So when we're box breathing, we breathe in for the count of 4, we hold the breath for the count of 4, we exhale for the count of 4, and then we hold the breath for the count of 4 again. So short, controlled breath holds on the inhale and the exhale, and that's balancing our breath into that space. And your eyes closed and present, and we'll get ready to breathe. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, hold, exhale, and hold. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. One more, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Then just bringing your breath back to its normal, natural rhythm. And you're just staying present in this space as I will put some music on now, and we'll do a little bit of just a few minutes of coherent breathing. Stepping into the space, into your heart, into your being. We're going to be breathing in for the count of 4, and count of 5, count of 6, but I'm going to be counting you for 4. We're going to breathe in on the high notes on the music and out on the low notes of the music to this piano track. I just want to check that you can all hear this when I play it. If you could just give me the thumbs up. If you hear that, beautiful, great. So you're hearing the tones going down. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, the belly rises. Out, belly falls. Breathing in on the high notes and out on the low notes. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3. In through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing in, staying present with the breath, and out, breathing out calm, clarity. Breathing in, exploring your breath with curiosity. Out. Breathing in, letting any tension just melt away. Breathing in clarity and calm. Breathing out anything that no longer serves us. Breathing in, bringing ourselves back into the safety of our body. Out, letting go of anything no longer serves us. In through the nose, belly rises. Out through the nose, belly falls. In, expanding. Out, releasing, letting go. Trusting your breath to be your guide. Allowing the breath to bring you back to yourself. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. shortly, the music will fade, taking our last few long, slow breaths together. Breathing in. Breathing out. As the music fades, just bringing yourself back to your normal, natural rhythm. Staying present in this moment, reflecting on the benefits of this practice. And when you're ready, you can bring yourself back into the room, back into the space. Beautiful. How's everyone feeling after that little session today? Has anything become clearer in our integration today? Any reflections on how we're feeling? What really resonated with you today? Everyone?
Wow. Feel so relaxed right now. So content and relaxed.
Beautiful.
As we were doing the Qigong and then the one to the moon, I stretch most days, and yeah, I felt how that does work on the waist without too much force. Yeah, so they were exercises really. That's an exercise, isn't it, in itself? With those, because I was like, oh, my arms. Go the twist. Yeah, so I feel that I'll basically more or less try and do that one every day, I reckon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a challenge for me. That's a little bit of a challenge, yeah. But
Thank you,
yeah,
James.
I feel very relaxed. Thank you.
Cool. Beautiful. Any of those breathing techniques bring you home to yourself or help with some clarity there, Anna? Or calm?
I definitely felt my shoulders dropping and being softer in my body, which it feels very nice, doesn't it? And the beauty of breath work is that you don't think of anything else. You just are focusing on the simple foundation of breathing, which is keeping us alive.
The lovely reflection, Anna. It's so true. The interesting thing is that when we follow our inhale and our exhale, we become present. It's one of the types, like the simple act of following our inhale and our exhales is becoming into that present moment, which is really powerful, something as simple as that. Yeah. Oh. Always. I'm going to just do a little bit of a closing intention, and I'm going to mention what's coming up next month, collective. So I hope that the clarity you've cultivated this month ripples into your days, not as something you must hold on to, but as something you can return to moment by moment, breath by breath. And just remember, that's a beautiful reflection that you said, Anna, which is so true about how our breath really puts us into that present space. I'm very thankful for you all being here. And as we come to the close of this month's clarity journey, I want to thank you and for showing up. And it's been a powerful month, cultivating presence and inner clarity. A world that's feeling very scattered and overwhelming at the moment. And that's why I want to just share with you briefly around what August's theme is for the collective, which is peace within the storm. And it's a response to what so many of us are feeling right now, the heartbreak, the grief, the rage, the helplessness, especially in witnessing the devastation and injustice unfolding in Gaza and in so many places around the world. And it's so in our face. It's you know, I've been sitting deeply with how we can meet this moment and how we can feel it all, and the sorrow, the overwhelm, the grief, without shutting down and burning out. And so August will be a month of grounding, some grief tending, and reconnecting with hope. And I will explore practices that help us stay present to the pain without losing the sense of purpose and joy. And we'll use breath and movement to regulate, to anchor, and to remember that even the smallest act, a breath, a prayer, a protest, a donation, makes a difference. And we'll also keep weaving the breath and beats, because joy is resistance too. And I really think we need more joy in our lives as well. So rhythm can reset us, and we need both softness and strength to walk this path at the moment. So next month is a sacred space to feel, to breathe, to grieve, and to remember we're not alone. I'll be sharing with you in the next few days what the program will be, but I just wanted to plant that seed with you that are here with me now. Thank you so very much. And if any of you have got any reflections on what I've just said, you're also very welcome. But I feel like it's really important that we face this, because we're all like, there's a real sense of times of just hopelessness, right? But actually, when we're collectively doing something together, it makes a difference. We're not alone in this journey, and there is some hope. And if we all work collectively together, then we're all making a difference. I love you and I appreciate you, and so thankful for you all being here. Any last reflections before we finish for the day? We've gone a little
Thank
over.
you so much. That was lovely.
Thank you,
Really
Sheree.
calming, relaxing, beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. Lovely.
Thank you.
Oh,
I think
that's-
Jakob must have been playing with my Zoom, because I think I'm sitting here with a moustache on my face.
oh, just a little one.
Thank you for that. That was really sorry. That was totally what I needed. See, I'm feeling giggly. That must have worked. Must have made me feel good. Thank you.
Beautiful. All right, my dear friends, have a beautiful evening. Much love to you, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Bless.
Okay. Thank you, Jane. See you. Bye. Bye, Anna.